Why witch trials suddenly exploded in the 1580s. Witch trials barely existed for 100 years. Then suddenly, in the 1580s, everyone started burning. Here's what most people don't know. Witch trials didn't gradually increase over centuries. They exploded. Almost overnight. From 1400 to 1560, witch trials were rare, a few dozen here and there, mostly in the Alps. Small, local cases. Then 1580 hits, and everything changed. Between 1580 and 1630, witch trials became an epidemic, tens of thousands executed, across Europe, simultaneously, Germany, France, Switzerland, Scotland, Spain, Poland, Scandinavia, all at once, like a virus spreading. What happened in 1580? Three things, all at the same time. First, the Little Ice Age peaked, temperatures dropped, crops failed, famines spread, people were starving and desperate for someone to blame. Second, the Protestant Reformation and Catholic Counter-Reformation were in full swing. Religious wars, paranoia, both sides trying to prove their piety by hunting heretics and witches. Third, the printing press. By 1580, books were everywhere, including the Malleus Maleficarum, the witch-hunting manual from 1487. For 100 years, it circulated slowly, but by 1580 it had been reprinted 28 times. Every judge, every priest, every magistrate had access to it. Suddenly, everyone had the same instruction manual, the same torture methods, the same questions, the same evidence. Witch trials became standardized, industrialized, and the trials fed on themselves. One confession named other witches. Those witches were tortured and named more. The accusations spread like wildfire. Bamberg, Germany, 600 dead in 10 years. Würzburg, Germany, 900 dead in 5 years. Trier, Germany, 368 dead in 1 year. The Basque region, hundreds dead. Scotland, thousands dead. All between 1580 and 1630, 50 years of mass execution. Then, just as suddenly, the trials slowed down. By 1650, the peak was over. Trials continued, but at a fraction of the rate. Why? The wars ended. The climate stabilized. Enlightenment thinking began to spread. Scholars started questioning the trials. Proving torture produced false confessions, and the printing press worked both ways. Books criticizing witch trials started circulating too. By 1700, most of Europe had stopped. A few trials lingered into the 1750s. The last legal execution for witchcraft in Europe was 1793 in Poland. But the damage was done. 50 years. Tens of thousands dead. All because of cold weather, religious war, and a book. The witch trials weren't medieval. They were early modern. They happened during the Renaissance, during the scientific revolution. At the same time as Shakespeare, Galileo, the founding of universities. We think of witch trials as dark ages, but they happened in the Age of Reason. And that's what makes them terrifying. Educated people, legal systems, documentation, and still, mass murder. How does the Age of Reason execute tens of thousands